Good morning, YouTube. Trying to figure out how to get comfortable in this, my little cubby space. This is where I turn this space in my bedroom into a meditation, a place for me to meditate. Yeah, my son I come in, he goes, "Wow, Mom, this is cool." Anyway, but I don't know where to do my videos anymore. Oh God. Anyway, so what I want to talk about is this propensity for people such as myself who create content on this idea that we can create the life that we want, that we desire to have. We can have our dreams come true. We can, live our dream life. Okay, I go with that premise, and all of my material is me practicing these principles. And I feel like we generally get caught in this trap of always having to present like we have it all together, and that we lose credence, or we lose with our listeners and our viewers. Like we lose if we don't present this way. You will think that we are not somebody to be listened to. Like I don't know. I don't know. Am I speaking? I'm not really sure what the right words are. And so I've been, just openly all along, I've come to you guys in the good times and the bad, and I told you that I was going to do that. And it hasn't been horrible. Like I haven't been like horribly unhappy, but this week has just been rough. It has. And I've been using all of my tools. I've been doing my base practices, which, I mean, the biggest practice that I do is my meditation. I meditate every day, nearly every day. I cannot say absolutely every day because that would just not be true, but I meditate most days. And I do walks, I eat really well, I have a really good diet, and I am minding my thoughts about all the time. So as my day is going on, I'm really aware of what I'm thinking about. I'm aware of how I'm feeling, like nearly every minute of the day, it seems like, except for if I'm in a situation where I am like talking to someone or listening to someone, and then I'm focused on what they're saying, or, but so I feel like, and I have been, it just seems like the last 4 years, I have just been in this holding pattern, or this, like, I don't know, like, I'm just like this racehorse that is waiting to race. It's like I'm practicing for something. I make these analogies to myself as like I'm a soccer player, and I want to go to the World Cup. So I'm practicing daily, and I'm going to tournaments, and I'm waiting for the World Cup. And waiting and waiting and waiting. So I'm doing my practices every day. I'm doing my tournaments, every few months, and I'm waiting for the big thing, And what I realized this morning is that, so when the big thing comes, then it just changes. It just changes. So let me put it in different terms. This is actually true. I would like to have my own business. Blonde hair girl, ministry of happiness. Okay, so I'd like to have my own business. I would like to be able to work from anywhere in the world. I would like to make a whole lot of money. I would like to do things for the benefit of humanity, and I would like to work with really cool people. Okay, so here is my my mantra, or my desire. And so it's like, and then I just get kind of stuck. I'm like, it's like, I'm not really sure. Like, I guess at this point, once I put out the desire, I wait for the signs. I wait for the road to come to me. Because I don't even know what that looks like. My ministry of happiness. I'm not really sure what that looks like. I don't. I kind of know what the feeling would be when I actually have my ministry of happiness, but and so in the meantime, I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life, and I'm to the best of my ability. But I realize that once I do get my ministry of happiness, then I have other things to deal with. It's going to be something else. It's going to be another challenge. There will be challenges in when my desires manifest into my life, then there are just different challenges. There just are. And I know that. It's like I make this analogy of climbing a mountain. Okay, so you climb the mountain, then you're going to want to climb another mountain. You know what I mean? Like we evolve as human beings. Okay, so here's kind of the angst and kind of the point. I have it in my head that once I've evolved to a certain place, that these mundane irritations, or these little irritations, are going to cease to affect me. And I even like go so far as to say, you know, that people who talk about enlightenment talk about this as the ceasing of these irritations. And I just question that. And then I have to say to myself, well, maybe I'm not enlightened, because stuff still irritates me. It does. I like to talk about like being in the zone, you know. I was thinking about this time when I was in the zone. I really was. I had gone to Starbucks, and I had my favorite treat, and I had a matcha latte, and I was just happy. I was really happy. I go to this visit, and my client is loaded for bear. I mean, she's really angry. I wasn't expecting it, and I had this abrupt change in the momentum of my joy. My joy was met with a brick wall. And so I don't know. It's like the people who espouse these principles try to tell us that absolutely everything in our life we create. And sometimes that doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me, just on a practical level of what I'm actually seeing. Is that there are times, like in my experiment, where I walk into a situation and I'm in the zone, and I am abruptly bumped out of my zone in my happy place. So I really think that it is that. It is in the practice, you know, because I do this with my clients. I try to talk to them about how to have sustained happiness in their life, and it begins with me having sustained happiness in my life. And you know what? Generally, I do. Generally, I do. Generally, I'm pretty happy. But there's something about this week that I just had this level of angst that I have just been having to address and face. And these are the tools that I've been using. I'm either in any given moment in a place of trust or place of distrust. in the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, that God has me, has my back, and everything is going to be okay. I don't know how it's going to be okay. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I just know that it is. And going straight to there instead of having to walk through mud to get to there. And so while I feel like I spend less time in these places of distrust or not connecting to the source of everything that is, I feel like I am improving, but I still have these moments. And I just want to admit to that. I think sometimes we can get so locked into the fact that it's supposed to look like this. Like it's supposed to look like I never have another problem as long as I live, that I never have another challenge. It's supposed to look like that, right? If I create my reality. But I think we can miss our evolution by focusing on the fact that it's not as we thought it would be, that it's not exactly that. It's not exactly perfect every given moment. Anyway, as usual, I this was probably as clear as mud. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. I am excited. I'm going on a little adventure over the weekend with some friends and my son. We're gonna go to a pool and I'm really excited. But so that's just kind of an exciting thing that's coming, but I just wanted to share that. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll be back with other ideas.